Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Boris. I help introverts earn more, have fulfilling relationships, and to sleep better at night. And this video is specifically for you if you did everything right, but you didn't get the job. You took the time to research the company, you customized your cover letter and your resume, you filled out seemingly endless application forms, you have the right experience, the right qualifications, you know that you're a good fit for this job. Maybe you even went to the interview and that went okay as well, but you still got the classic response from HR saying, "We carefully reviewed your application, and at this time decided to move forward with a different candidate who we feel is better suited for blah blah blah." That email gives you nothing to go on, nothing to improve, and it's a real kick in the gut. And when that kind of thing happens, you don't feel too good. You might even think, what the heck is wrong with me? I've got everything needed to do this job and then some. And the honest truth is that while there are times that you do need to improve your resume, improve your cover letter, learn to present yourself better in the interview, and really brush up on your interviewing skills, there are also times when the rejection has got nothing to do with you. And in this video, I want to give you the top 5 reasons, in no particular order, why you didn't get the job that are not your fault. Because if you did everything you could in your application for a job, this may give you some peace of mind and help you stop taking it personally. And to let you know that the fact that you didn't get the job isn't a knock on you, because there is nothing else that you could have done. Before we start though, I put out helpful videos just like this one every single week, and it would make me really happy if you would like it and subscribe to my channel. And if you already did that, thank you very much. So the first reason why you didn't get the job, even if you did everything right, is because it was filled internally. The reality is that in many companies, current employees get preference when applying for new positions. So even if you were as good or even slightly better than the current employee, the company is still much more likely to go with a person they already know. It is unfair towards external applicants who might need the opportunity or might need the money, but that's just reality. Internal promotions or internal hires are extremely common, and there is nothing that you can say in your interview or write in your resume that will help you out if the employer already has their mind made up before you even open your mouth. Some companies may let you know that, hey, thank you for applying, we have filled this role internally, but many won't and will just send the same old rejection letter that they would any other time. Number 2 is that the position was filled through referral. LinkedIn estimates have it that the vast majority, like 85% of all jobs, are filled through referrals or networking. And if at any point during the hiring process someone gets referred, they get preferential treatment and they're much more likely to get hired even if you are as talented as them, just because they have that connection on the inside. Once again, it is unfair towards everyone coming in from the outside, but once again, it is what it is. The decision maker has someone telling them that this person is not only able to do the job, but they're also trustworthy and great to work with. And that is something that, with a complete stranger, takes months to find out. So instead of making a blind guess with a complete stranger, they just listen to the suggestion. Number 3, the position was either changed or scrapped. And this is another one of those things where even if you have every qualification needed, even if you're the perfect fit, you have more than enough experience, you won't get the job because either it was reconfigured or it just doesn't exist anymore. There can be many reasons why it happened, but most of them will tie into the fact that business decisions or objectives are never really set in stone. And sometimes things can change on the spot. The last few months they were having record sales, they were looking for more people to bring on, and then this month, bam, COVID happens, or some big contract falls through, and they don't really need any more people now. And this is amplified by the fact that the hiring process is pretty time consuming. It takes a while to write the listing, to put it out, to give people time to apply, to review all the applications, invite people for interviews, do those interviews, and if at any point during that time something goes wrong in the rest of the business, the whole thing collapses. And they're not going to send you an email saying, sorry, we don't actually need this anymore, right? Because they don't want to look bad in front of random strangers, So they're just gonna send you something generic saying, thank you, we would like to keep your details on file if future opportunities arise, blah blah blah, and then focus their attention to trying to survive whatever it is that they're facing. Also, if the role doesn't get scrapped, at some point during that process of searching for someone, they might reconfigure the role and look for someone completely different. For example, I've seen this happen in engineering. The company was looking for a technician. They needed someone to install, repair, maintain their equipment, okay? And at some point during the hiring process, they realized that, wait a minute, we do need that, but we also need someone who can do some design work because some of our customers need custom solutions. So a technician won't be able to do that. Now we have to upgrade the technician to a fully qualified engineer. And all those people who applied to be a technician just got an email saying, we carefully considered, thank you for applying, better suited, blah, blah, blah. And instead they started looking for an engineer. And there are many other reasons why a role might get changed. But the fact remains that the business will roll with the punches and keep changing direction as they go along. So even if you applied, even if you interviewed there, they're not going to send you an email saying, whoops, we messed up, we were looking for the wrong kind of person. No, instead they'll send you something generic and carry on. Number 4, the role got broken up and distributed among their current employees. And this sort of ties in the previous one where the role doesn't exist anymore, but instead of no longer having the need for it, they don't really have the money for it. And if you're a manager at that company that doesn't have that much money to go around, distributing the workload for that potential role among your current employees is a quick, cheap, and easy fix for the problem. And once again, they're gonna send you, the applicant, something generic. I mean, they're not gonna say, sorry, we're out of money, right? And the reason number 5 is that the odds are stacked against you from the very start, especially if you're using a very popular job search site, where each listing can receive hundreds of applications. And let's imagine for a second that you're not just average, you're in the top 5% of the applicants. And even then, at the end of the day, it's still a coin toss. If 100 people apply, that means there's 5 of you competing for that same position. If 200 people apply, that means you're one of 10 who are just as good as the other, trying to get that same job. And if only one person of those 5 or 10 gets hired, it's not like the other ones are no good. They're literally the cream of the crop, right? They're just as good, just as suited for the job, but it's literally a flip of the coin. Or in this case, if there's 5 or 10, it's more like throwing the dice, right? It's pure chance. You could have just as easily gotten that job and someone else would have been watching this video. And I guess to sum this video up, if you feel like you're doing everything right, keep doing it. Maybe take your efforts to a smaller job board so that you have a higher chance, but keep doing what you're doing. You will get something eventually. But if you feel like you aren't, maybe your resume isn't that good, or you feel like your interviewing skills could use a little bit of improvement, maybe I can help you. So check out the links in the description below. And with that, thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. I hope you got a whole lot of value from it. And if you were going through that cycle of, why didn't I get this job? I should have gotten this job. I had everything. I hope you got some relief from this video and hopefully it became a little bit less personal for you. If you're doing everything right, it will work out for you eventually. If you haven't already, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.